Time out. It's Kelsito, the spirit coach, getting you in shape and form for the age of Aquarius yet again. And we're live, baby. We're live. We're live, okay? The livest channel that you gonna know, reporting on the real news. You know what I'm saying? See, they inverted the news. You know what I'm saying? They inverted the news. They made the news be what's going on outside of us and shit like that. So we have to observe what's going on outside of us based upon someone else's interpretation of it, and that's where we get fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So we got to have our own interpretation of things. We got to have our own way of seeing things. We got to have our own knowledge and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? We got to have our own way of looking at things in this day and age. Okay? So that's why I'm here. Pluto in Capricorn. All right? This is why you're struggling. Why you're struggling to create and maintain a secure position and status. Because goddamn Pluto in Capricorn. Okay? So Pluto in goddamn Capricorn is bringing Pluto's generational, first of all. And then Pluto brings Pluto likes death, you know what I'm saying, putting death to things. You know what I'm saying? Pluto like especially things that's time served. Pluto likes transforming things. Pluto likes that. Pluto needs you to regenerate. Okay? All right? So at least, or make something completely dead so it can be ready for something new type shit. So that's the type of influence we got when we got Pluto happening in Capricorn. Okay? So this is what's going down. This is what's going down. Okay? So let me read what I had just posted, because I kind of want you guys to kind of know where the message is coming from. All right. So don't let anybody fool you right now. Everyone in the entire world is trying to find a new way to gain security, status, and position right now. Okay. So that go for the entertainers, that go for the, you know what I'm saying, the government, that go for the people in business, that go for the people that's teaching shit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in the world is trying to find a new way to gain security, status, and position right now. And Pluto is at his last degree. So it's been like this over the last, I don't want to know. I don't know. How long has Pluto been in Capricorn? Let's see. How long has Pluto been in Capricorn? Since 2008. So yeah, 2008. I think then didn't what came out? Rap albums in 2008. This is how I remember shit. Okay, yeah. So that's when Lil Wayne was out. You know what I'm saying? So that's when Lil Wayne was out. That's when Kanye West put out Heartless. So you know, like Lil Wayne had just dropped a milli. So think about the transition after 2008. All right. When we was trying to transform and take power and control over, you know what I'm saying, like shit like you know, what the status quo was, like everybody was trying to be that type of celebrity. 2008, you know what I'm saying, we get Soldier Boy, we get all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So that lets you know, like, we since 2008, Pluto been in Capricorn, we've been, you know what I'm saying, trying to take power and control, you know what I'm saying, over how we can reach the top. And that's been done in certain ways, you know what I'm saying, but also, you know, still kept and distracted so people can you know, keep indulging in past ways and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So everybody since 2008, you know what I'm saying, if you have been over age, you've been participating in that energy more. You know what I'm saying? AKA you've been on your own a little bit more and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You've been participating in that energy more. You might have not had no direction and shit like that if you wasn't into astrology and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so everybody been trying to take power control of status. That status out. The 2008 and back status is out. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody even doing things the same way. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, everybody on the internet now, because we are moving into the age of Aquarius, and that's where the new transformation, and the new transformation and power and control struggle is about to be. You know what I'm saying? With how you associate yourself. Okay. So, you know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. Now, we had to do that with reality, what matters in Capricorn. What matters in Capricorn. Okay. Capricorn represents reality, Capricorn represents structure, Capricorn represents, you know what I'm saying, business and shit like that. And so we didn't see the fall of business and going into this new technology and shit like that, right? It's plain and simple. Coach make it plain and simple for y'all. This is the real news. This where we at for real. Okay. So you know what I'm saying? Struggle. All right. So let's get it. Everyone is participating in going through the struggle of transformation of status and position. What do this mean? So this means if I'm creating a position and I can't count on someone else to secure myself, if I'm creating a position, no, this is what I'm sorry. This is what this means. I'm reading it all in one jumble sentence, but it's not like that. That means if I'm creating a position and everybody in the world right now is creating a position, a status, is struggling to position and status themselves based upon Pluto and Capricorn, right? This is what this means. If you doing that, okay, how can you count on anyone else to secure a position for you? Now, I'm not saying that they can't put you in a position, you know what I'm saying? But this is just like that's why everybody can, do the work thing the right way. So if you go to work right now, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna be struggling with positions at work. You know what I'm saying? If you go to wherever you try to get yourself positioned right now, you're gonna be struggling. Okay, and to Pluto fully get out of Capricorn. Okay, and that's probably ain't gonna be to like fully because it's gonna go retrograde this year, so it might go back a little bit into Capricorn. Maybe, I'm not sure though, but maybe. But then it's gonna go direct again in about the end of the year, which is the end of October this year, and then it'll continue going fully into Aquarius. But we're gonna experience some of the Aquarius this year. So, like I said, so if I'm creating a position right now, you can for yourself and everybody else creating a position for themselves right now, how can you count on anyone else to create a position for you right now that's secure? So what does that tell you? So that means you have to create your own position. You got to create your own structure. You got to create your own way of gaining security. Now, we only know these things based upon what is solidified as security, as material, as structure, as business. You know what I'm saying? So this is why everyone might go back and fall on these old things, these old outdated things, ways of gaining security, um, like being regular, doing regular things, having regular situations, but not necessarily trying to put themselves in a position where they're creating their own security. So with that, you know what I'm saying, you see the shakiness within those two, within those the past, you know what I'm saying, the future. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you see. So um so really my best advice for you to do is to do your best to create and initiate a new way to think and be practical in ways that matter to you. Okay? Because nobody got it right now. Nobody got it. I don't care who you look at. And I'm gonna get into that fully and break it down to how you can see that within your life. Shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm Zeus, I got, you know what I'm saying? That's how we doing. All right, so how you got to gain structure and do position right now is use Saturn. So how you use Saturn? You got to use Saturn. What is Saturn? Saturn is gaining security and position utilizing a person, place, or thing or object, and also where you place and receive boundaries. Okay. Now Saturn is currently in Aquarius. So The only way that you are going to be able to access Saturn in the right way, to actually start gaining position, to actually start gaining structure, to actually start, I'm doing things the right way when it comes to, where to place boundaries and where to place limitations at, is through Aquarius. Now, Aquarius is fixed air. It's being fixated on your own way of thinking and communicating, and also associating with others, for the purpose of change and the purpose of individuality. So you got to use Saturn right now and structure how you associate yourself right now. You got to use technology. You got to use networking. You got to use the internet. You got to use getting a group of people. You got to use that. That's the only way you're going to gain security and place boundaries and restrictions in the right way. So when these transits move and start manifesting, you'll be already positioned to receive the most of the shit because you didn't put the groundwork in. Okay. So, like I said, you got to use Saturn. That's how you gain security and position at this point in Aquarius. So that means communicate, how you associate yourself, communicate your structure, communicate your boundaries, communicate your limitations and things of that nature. And that'll get you closer to positioning yourself in the right way. So, for instance, everybody right now in the world is using how they associate themselves to gain security. Now, what is an association? That's a person, place, or thing, or idea you associate with. Okay. So you can associate as, let me see, worldly topics. You can associate yourself as a podcaster. You could associate yourself as a motherfucking LGBTQ. You could associate yourself as a reader. You could associate yourself as a spiritualist. You could associate yourself as or you can just have certain associations that maybe your family members had, and things that are familiar. And though the way they associate themselves, aka they probably associate themselves as, like government workers and shit like that. If they work in the government, you could associate yourself like that. So it's many ways to associate yourself right now, but you have to come up with that one that works best for you. And you can see how someone's gaining structure right now based upon what they're associated with, or how they're trying to gain structure based on who they're associated with, what they're associated with, and how they associate themselves. Okay. So pay attention to what people are using for their associations, because if they're not associating themselves in the manner you are, this is when you will feel that little change and rebellion. Because Uranus, the co-ruler of Aquarius, is in Taurus. So therefore, what we're being unique and original about based upon our association is our values. And so the things that people value, they go hard for. So, you would get, if you're not valuing what another person valuing, they can take that as disrespect. They could take that as, whatever, whatever, but that's when you'll feel that the little change and rebelliousness against you. All right. So that's also what you have to access too. You also got to change by being unique and original about your own way of gaining value, stability, and safety. Okay. So you got to find a new way, an original way to do that. Now, yeah. So, a lot of people used to want to gain security by being associated with, celebrities and music and all type of shit and like that. And it's like now it's like shit. It's like you goddamn, It ain't no, they trying to do what we doing. They hopping online and shit like that. And they trying to find a new way to gain position. I don't give a fuck if it's Jay-Z, Jay-Z been struggling a little bit trying to gain position and shit like that. Now he may have the material based upon what he accumulated coming through his, lifetime, but still, like, he wouldn't have did that performance and told y'all to keep quiet if he wasn't trying to, saying, struggling for his position. You know what I'm saying? Kanye struggling for a position. Adidas struggling for their position. Everybody struggling for their position. And based upon how they associate themselves and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? That's what is going, or what they associate themselves with. That's what they're using to gain security, stability, and position. And a lot of people still are using outdated forms. And Capricorn wants us to, what I'm saying, transform those and make the things that we gain structure with completely new. If you get what I'm saying. Okay, completely new. Okay, a completely new way to um be and construct. You know? So yeah, so that's really it, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's what, so you know what I'm saying, don't be unstable. Oh, we back. So yeah, so don't be motherfucking looking for no record deals right now. Don't be looking for no saviors. Don't be looking for nobody to put you into position. You got to take power control over that position. You got to know what you're going to use this for. You know what I'm saying? You got to know what you're going to use this material thing for. You know what I'm saying? You're going to that's what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Don't look for nobody to put you in a position. You got to create the position. You know what I'm saying? So it's either you use it, you know what I'm saying, use what you're going to use as your association, and hopefully, you know what I'm saying, is real. Hopefully it's something real about it and something that you connect to, because if not, it will just be a waste of time. But you know what I'm saying, right now, don't look for nobody to put you in a position right now. You know what I'm saying? Don't be sitting around hoping nobody gonna put you in a position. Okay, don't be sitting around uh because they still struggling trying to put them goddamn selves in a position. And that's from the people who run the world all the way to the person down in the mind that don't know shit. Okay, so it's everybody on their own right now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody on their own right now. Everybody on their own right now. So it's either you get up and make something work for you. You know what I'm saying? Make some you work shake for you and things of that nature, and be into a place where you're not limited minded. You know what I'm saying? AKA, you know what I'm saying, you with the devil and shit like that. So you don't got no correspondence or ways to, you know what I'm saying, think outside of the box, which is the magic square that the government kind of created for y'all, you know what I'm saying, to keep y'all mind in as a box and shit like that. So that means you ain't into no spirituality. That means you ain't into no concepts. That means you ain't into shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You box headed. You box head ass. You know what I'm saying? You box head ass. But you know, hell yeah, but that's the thing, motherfucker. We got to get these motherfuckers in shape and form and shit like that. So it's like right now it's time to create this motherfucking position. Create a position. You know what I'm saying? And know that ain't nobody finna come and help you. Once you get your mind in that place, you know what I'm saying? Now you can start using what you have as the material, whether person, place, or thing, and boundaries, and stop um for your own for the gain that you need for you. You know what I'm saying? For the gain that you need for you and shit like that. And this is how you can be used. This is how you can be used right now. You know what I'm saying? You can be rocked to sleep and think, someone else got these things figured out. And once you think that, you know what I'm saying, they can convince you that they got something figured out or whatever based upon what they have, you know what I'm saying, based upon them, like I said, manifesting more the material, you know what I'm saying, through upcoming and shit like that and they might have that, but they might have a lot that they don't know what to do with it. And so they might need to use you to gain a goddamn they might need to use you and shit like that. And you being naive might go into the situation, well, these people do got more of the material and these people do got more of the this, that, and that and shit like that. And this is how bad contracts get signed. You know what I'm saying? This is how shit like that, because you look going in and seeing that these people have more of the material, but not understanding that they're trying to put themselves into a position. But you know how to sing your ass off. You know how to work your ass off. You know how to draw your ass off. You know how to rap your ass off. You know how to talk your ass off. You know how to do things to your asses off. You know what I'm saying? And you like, man, these people got more of the motherfucking things in the 1, 2, and third dimension as the material is what I need. And soon as you get rocked to sleep, boom, they got you. Now you used as a motherfucker way for somebody else to gain stability, security, and position and shit like that. And you get the short end of the stick. And I don't want nobody else associated with Cito, associated with Cito World, associated with Cito Associates, associated with me in any shape, form, or fashion. You know what I'm saying? To be rocked to sleep like that. So, therefore, we got to make sure we stopping this shit. Now, March 24th, Pluto goes into Aquarius. So, you know what I'm saying? Then maybe you'll start to see, okay, how can you know what I'm saying? Maybe you can get a position around there. You know what I'm saying? It'll be out. It ain't going to be fully out. You might start getting more offers and shit like that to be in a position. You might start getting more people emailing you about being right now. They ain't really none of that. You know what I'm saying? It like, you know what I'm saying? Now, if you are landing positions, you make a shit work yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is at this point. You got to make shit work yourself. You got to make shit work yourself. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, probably then, you know, you might get an email or something like that. Or I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Possibly, you know, with the moon, I mean, with the Pluto being cussed at 0 degrees Capricorn. But you know what I'm saying? As of now, you know what I'm saying, you gotta use yourself as a bitch. You know what I'm saying? You gotta use yourself. Okay, so you know, make sure y'all motherfuckers is paying attention out here. You know what I'm saying? Paying attention to, you know, whatever. So, you know, like I said though, yeah, so the more you let somebody fool you, like they got these things figured out, the more they might use you for security for what they're into. You know what I'm saying? Now, hopefully that's a good person that has, you know what I'm saying, good vision and shit like that. If you do allow someone to use you. But that's when it comes to discernment. You know what I'm saying? That's when it comes to spirituality. That's when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, you experiencing and knowing a couple things a couple times. That's why they like to go for younger people in the music industry. You know what I'm saying? Because they're more naive and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And depending on how naive the parent is or whatever, you know what I'm saying? That's where they can get them to sign, you know, horrible contracts and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's just the, you know, the world we live in and shit like that. But yeah, everybody trying to use their present. I don't even care if they do got, you know, a lot of things or is on Instagram promoting, you know what I'm saying, what they got, you know what I'm saying, the material they got. That's what they trying to use to associate and gain a position. You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter. If that position ain't shit at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? It's just what it is, you know. But if they are using their associations to help others to change and gain positions, then that may be the correct person, place, or object that you need to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, as far as you gaining yourself a position. But yeah, everybody on the motherfucking internet associating with their position as right now. You know what I'm saying? Now, let some shit come with some knowledge. You're gonna associate yourself as a boss or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Associate yourself as a boss, you know what I'm saying? But just make sure you're not, you know, fucking yo, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to around fucking your customers at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Fucking them over. Or not giving them, you know what I'm saying, not giving them anything of substance and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You just associate yourself to be liked, you know what I'm saying, a certain way. Or associate yourself to receive attention a certain way. Or associating yourself to receive um, these benefits, these material things that you think is going to be, you know what I'm saying, something that you can be respected in and shit like that by people who ain't shit at the end of the day, but people who ain't shit. So, you know what I'm saying, you kind of want to watch that. You want to be respected in a way that is, you know what I'm saying, suitable, you know what I'm saying, in your eyes. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you ain't got no morality, then damn. Then goddamn. But it's that's what it is, so it's just motherfuckers associating themselves right now, you know what I'm saying, for a certain position and shit like that. Now, the only position you should be goddamn trying to, we making right now is to change the world and shit and things of that nature. Y'all see me, I associate myself with myself and shit like that. So that's how I want to gain structure and shit like that and position and shit like that. And if it don't work, then it ain't meant. You know what I'm saying? But goddamn shit. You know what I'm saying? That's how we coming and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn, I associate myself as myself. At least that can be a testimony for y'all to know that. And I'm saying people who associate themselves as themselves in the world don't get from point A to point B in this world. You know what I'm saying? So now that y'all know that as a motherfucking testimony, then you know what I'm saying, y'all can start looking at the world in the right aspect. You know what I'm saying? The world ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? So the more we get that, more the clouds in the world, you know what I'm saying, the more that y'all want to separate from the ain't shit world and shit like that. And that's how you spark change and shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. But you know what I'm saying? Everybody, that's why you're struggling with your position right now. Pluto and Capricorn. You know what I'm saying? You're struggling to create position, you struggle to maintain a position and gain position. And everybody around you doing the same thing. So don't expect for them to put you in a position. Don't expect for them to put you in a position at the moment and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? At the moment. Now, you know what I'm saying? We at the very, very end degree of Capricorn and shit like that. And the end degrees are Capricorn. You know what I'm saying? People have gained the most knowledge of what the fuck, you know what I'm saying, they need to gain. As far as, you know what I'm saying, uh, how people can use them. You know what I'm saying? How people use them to get in positions. You know what I'm saying? And how we done gained all that since 2008 all the way to now. How you didn't put somebody in a position and you got used. You know what I'm saying? How you didn't you know what I'm saying? How you expected somebody to you didn't build something and expected somebody to come and help you, but you ain't getting nothing. You know what I'm saying? So we didn't went through that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, only support things that, you know what I'm saying, you really like resonate with. You know what I'm saying? And um, you know what I'm saying? And that's that. And that's why your ass struggle with your position right now. I'm KLC to the spirit. Go get your ass in the game.